Good morning, friends. Adam at Focal Point here, coming to you as always from our lovely home office in Plymouth, Minnesota, the world headquarters of Focal Point Coaching of Minnesota. Hope you are having a fantastic day. This is the fourth in our Eat That Frog personal success video series. We're going to talk about time allocation today. So far, we've gone through the overall meaning of ETF, Eat That Frog, where that concept comes from. We've talked about zero-based thinking. We've talked about how to identify and use your unique talents and abilities. And today we'll be on time allocation, how to use the limited time we have as wisely as possible. Before we do that, a bit about me. I am a certified business coach with Focal Point Coaching. What that essentially means is I work with my clients to get better at what they're trying to do, whether they're building a better business, whether they are trying to build a better career or get into a better profession. It is all about improvement. It is all about overcoming constraints and focusing in on those areas of individual excellence, making sure we maximize the good and minimize the bad, in order to improve, in order to build a better business or a better life and reach that version of success. I do that by providing that measurability, that accountability, and that discipline needed to stay focused on the tasks at hand that move my clients most quickly to their goals. You cannot save time, you can only allocate it differently. This is a quote from Brian Tracy. Time allocation, time management, life management, prioritization, they all mean the same thing. We have a finite amount of time. We cannot get any more of it. We can't save time. We can't bank it up. We can only spend it. So all we can really do is to make sure that we are using the time we are given in the best way possible. Now, this is a relatively short video because nothing here is particularly complicated. These are not overly complicated ideas or concepts. They are, at their core, pretty simple, but they are incredibly difficult skills to practice and to master. These are habits that take time to build, and they're habits that we all need to start building as soon as possible in order to make sure that we can build them into habits and master these very simple but very difficult to do concepts. If we want to be good time managers, if we want to take care of our time, we need to mirror the habits of successful people. Not everyone who is successful is a workaholic. Success does not mean a 90-hour work week. It doesn't have to be that. Successful people have mastered this art of efficiency, which at its core comes down to one thing, or two things actually. Highly productive people do more of the important things, and highly productive people do fewer of the unimportant things. Again, these are not complicated concepts. These are not tough. There's not a whole lot of steps here, but they are very hard to do consistently, and that is why it takes practice, it takes discipline, it takes repetition in order to build it into a good habit. So what does all this mean? What is the actual quickest way to gain control of your time and therefore your life? What are the rules of time management? What does it look like? What do they look like? It comes down to this. The only way you can really gain control of your life is to stop doing certain things. We can't simply do more. We can't simply try to complete more tasks. What needs to happen is that we need to stop or discontinue those low-value activities so that we are making time for those most important things that we are trying to do, those things that have the highest value, those things that have the greatest impact on our lives, on our success, on reaching the goals we've set for ourselves. So here it is, 4 ways to change your life. Again, like I said, it could be called 4 simple but incredibly hard ways to change your life. Not complicated, but difficult to master, difficult to do on a consistent basis. Do more of certain things. What are those highest value activities? What are those most impactful things that you do on a daily, weekly, monthly, yearly basis? What are the things that you absolutely have to get done in order to move toward your goals, move toward that vision you have for your career, your business, your life. Number 2, do less, do fewer of certain things. These are the low value activities. These are those things that maybe need to get done, but perhaps we're spending too much time. Perhaps we're spending them too often. We're working on those things more often than we should. Step 3, start something new. What activity, what process are you not doing that you should be doing? This takes us back to that idea of zero-based thinking, of asking that question, if I had to do it all over again, knowing what I know now, would I do this again? If in that zero-based thinking process you've identified something that is no longer effective or impactful, the first step is to get rid of that. Get rid of that activity, get rid of that task, that process, that system. And step 2 may be to replace that found time and use that found time to start something new. And then finally, step 4, stop. Stop doing something altogether. Delegate or eliminate all activities that are below your pay grade, that are less than essential, or at least less than effective in terms of reaching your goals. Again, zero-based thinking. Is this still effective? Should I still be doing this? Why did I start doing this? It was a good idea then. Is it still a good idea now? If not, I either need to dial it back or eliminate it altogether. That's what step 4 is. Like I said, not a whole lot here. Very basic, very simple concepts, but incredibly difficult to build into habits. As we always do, we go to those key takeaways, the idea of applied knowledge versus knowledge. You've now learned something, and perhaps you haven't learned anything. Perhaps it's a reminder. The key now is to take action against that knowledge, to apply it, which will do 2 things. First of all, it will help maximize the retention of what you learned, and second of all, it will indeed get you moving, get you started and working toward a goal that you've set for yourself. The first step in any goal is to take action. And once you take action, you continue to take action. You build that momentum and you will move faster and faster toward achievement of your goals. What is that key takeaway? Like I said, I don't know that I've taught you anything that you didn't already know, but perhaps this was just a reminder and a refresher, and perhaps your key takeaway is that you need to get back to or start trying to follow these rules. More of some things, less of other things, start something new, stop something altogether. And so how will you apply that? What will you do with this? Is it just the idea of writing down those 4 steps and posting them somewhere? Is it the idea of identifying something that you need to do more of or something that you need to do less of and committing to doing that? Again, commit to action and start working toward this. So let me know what you think. Like I said, this is my career, my livelihood. I'm passionate about this. I want to constantly improve on this. I want to be able to offer better content. I want to be able to offer it in a better way. If you have thoughts, if you have feedback, good, bad, indifferent, I want to hear from you. I love the likes. I love the thumbs up. I love the hearts. And I would welcome your comments. Any ideas you have on this, let me know. Comment below. Reach out to me on LinkedIn, on Facebook, on Twitter. Send me a private message. Send me an email. Give me a call. Shoot me a text. Let's have a conversation. As I've mentioned in the past, this could easily be built into a much longer, fully fleshed out Eat That Frog workshop that would be done in a group setting, which would incorporate videos, workbook sessions, brainstorming, mindstorming, individual work, group work, conversations, discussions on things, all resulting in, at the end of the workshop, a fully built, written out plan on how to improve, how to be more productive, and how to reach your goals. If that's something that interests you, let's talk about it. Or if something in this video sparked something. If there's an idea, if you see a need, if you have a desire to improve, to get better, and you want to talk more about that, you want to explore that, I would love to explore that with you. Give me a call, shoot me an email, find me in all these various ways. I look forward to hearing from you. I look forward to reading your comments. Have a great day, and use your time wisely. Talk to you soon.